Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel Get Extricated. Now in this video I am going to continue our part 1 videos remaining part, that is BCD to 7 segment decoders. So now we will be finding out the K map for A, for B, for C, for D, for E and for F and G. So now how to find the K map? Nothing but we have to find the expression for A. Once we know the truth table, it will be easy to put up all the values in this K map and find out the logic expressions for A. So now once we know the truth table, it will be easy to find out the logic expressions. But now as we have 4 different variables, so we will be getting 16 different combinations. But what we require, that digital number for single segment display will be representing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Hereafter the 10th bit which will be coming up, that will be requiring another 7 segment display. So this will not come under one 7 segment display, we will be requiring here second 7 segment display. So for single 7 segment display we will be having only 0 to 9 as a digital number. So now the remaining 10 to 15, obviously 16 combinations, so we have started with 0, so remaining 10 to 15, okay, 10 to 15, what we require, we will be considering the don't care conditions for the left out or the remaining 10 to 15 digital numbers. For A, we have represented the A weightage into this K map. Now what we need to first consider is to have the location, or we have to look out for octet formation. If there is octet formation, we will be forming up the octet in that expression. So where will we be finding octet? Here. So your first octet will be this one, okay. So expression for A, expression for A. What is expression for A? First octet. So first octet, how will we be representing it? Here see, A, is it A changing? No, but B is changing, so we will consider this as E, okay. B is changing, we will not consider. C, D, all are changing, so no need of that. Obviously the octet will be giving you the single variable. Second, is there another octet? Yes, definitely there is another octet. Where it is? This octet. So in this octet, what is changing? C, D, yes. C is not changing, D is changing. So we will write it as C. So what is left out? 1 and 1. How we will consider this 1 and 1 again? So now this will form, obviously there is there any possibility of forming the octet? No. So now we will find the what? Chord. Very good. Chord. So we will forming chord like this and this. So in this rows 0, 1, that is A is changing but B is not changing, so B will be represented as B bar. In this column C is changing but D is not changing, but what is D? 0, so it is as D bar, okay. Next, what is left out? Another 1. So now is there a possibility of forming octet? No, so we will find the chord. Very good. So how we will form the chord? Like this. So now in this chord, A is changing but B is not changing, so it is B, and in this column your C is changing but D is not changing, so it will be D. As simple as that. So now for finding out the expression for B, what we have to see is we have to first find the values of B from the truth table. So we will put up the values of B from truth table into our K map. So what are the values of B? So it is 1, 1 1 1. Okay, 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1. Then remaining is 1 1. So the 10 to 15 bit will be don't care. So 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. So this will become the don't care condition. Now we will look out for the very good first octet. So where you will be watching out the octet? Here it is the possibility. Yes, very good. Here is the first octet. So octet will be giving you the single variable. So expression for B. Okay, so expression for B, what will be expression for B? For first, for this octet, what it is, what is changing? All C and D are changing. And this rows, is A changing? Yes, A is changing, but B is not changing. But B is what? 0. So it is B bar. Okay, next, is there another possibility of finding out the octet? Here it is, one is left, this one is left. No. So we will be having the what? Chord. Very good. So we will be having chord. So first chord is here. Chord will be giving you the what? Two variables. Very good. So two variables in this. Your AB is changing through this all these rows, but what is not changing? C and D. Similarly for this octet, no, it is chord. Very good. So for this chord, A is again changing, but what is not changing? C bar and D bar. Very good. Okay, I will put up the values of all the C, D, E, F, G into this K-map, and we will be finding out the K-map expression for. So now I have copied all the values from truth table into this K-map for C. So first, now here also we will be finding out first, is there any possibility of octet formation? So are you seeing any octet? Yes, definitely you are seeing. Very good. This one is the one octet. So octet will be giving you the single variable. Very good. So here A is changing, but B is remaining the same. Then it is B. Value of B is 1. Very good. So now, is there another possibility of finding out the octet? Yes, here. Very good. So this will be your second octet. Okay, this will be your second octet. So obviously this octet also again giving you the single variable. Now here what is changing? D is changing. Very good. But C is 0. So now C will be represented as C bar. Very good. Now is there what is left? This one is left. Very good. So now is there possibility of octet? Yes, again this will be forming out the another octet. So we will be finding out the expression for this octet as what is changing? What is changing? C is changing. Very good. So D remains as it is. So here will be only D. Very good. So we have found out the expression for C as B plus C bar plus D. So now similarly for finding out the expression for D, so we will be finding out first the possibility of octet. So now is there any possibility of octet? Yes, where it is? Very good. This is the possibility that is forming out the first octet. So this will be forming out the octet. What is changing? Here B is changing, but A remains as it is. So A plus. Very good. So now what is left out? This one is left out. This. So now is there any possibility of finding out the chord? Octet is not formed here, so we will be finding out the chord. So this will be forming up the one chord. Very good. Corner ones. So chord will be giving you the two variables. Very good. So here in these rows, what is changing? A is changing, but B is 0. So it is nothing but B bar. So now here what is changing? C is changing, but D is 0. So it is D bar. Again, what is left out? These two. This one is away. Is there a possibility of octet? No, but it will be forming up the chord. So we will be forming up the chord like this. So in these two rows, what is changing? what is changing? A is changing, so it is B bar. In this column, what is changing? What is changing? This 2 are changing, है ना? So now in this 2, see here. So once again, in this chord formation, है ना? So here in these 2 rows, what is changing? A is changing, but B is 0, so it is B bar. In these 2 columns, what is changing? D is changing, but one is nothing but this C, so we'll be writing it as C. So what is left out? This again 1. So can we form the chord by using this 1? No, but yes, here we can form one chord by using this 4. So chord will be giving you the again 2 variables. So in this column, है ना, in this column your C is 1 and D is 0, so it is D bar, but A, B is changing throughout this rows. Okay, so what is now again left? This one. So this one can form out any octet? No. Can form out any chord? No, but it can form one pair. So expression for the pair is nothing but here again, here what you are seeing, your A is changing but B is not changing, so it is B. Okay, so here what is C and D? This is C is 0, nothing but C bar, and D is 1, it is D. Now K-map for E. So K-map for E, first find out the possibility of finding out the octet. So is there any possibility of octet? No, because none of them are all together. See, nothing. But there is a possibility of finding out the chord. So we'll be finding out the first chord, that is, this will be our first chord. Okay, so in this, what is changing? A, B is changing throughout this all the rows, but what is left out? C and D. But C and D, what is C? C is symbol 1, and what is D? 0, nothing but D bar. So is there possibility? What is left out? This one is left out. Can we form the octet? No, we can form one chord. Okay, so chord will be giving you the again 2 variables. So in this row, A is changing 0 and 1, but B is 0, so it is B bar. And in this column, your 1 is changing but D remains the same, nothing but D bar. Okay, now next for C, again find out the possibility of finding out the octet. Very good, you are learning very fast. So now, yes, we will form the first octet. So octet will be giving you the single variable. So in this expression, your single A is not changing, so we will write A, but B is changing, and thirdly here C and D is changing throughout the columns. So now we are finding out another expression. So is there any possibility of finding out the octet? No. Is there a possibility of finding out the chord? Yes. What is left out? This one, this one, this one, this one. So is there a possibility of octet? No. We will finding out the chord. So I will write it as this is one chord. Okay. So chord will be giving me the 2 variables. Very good. So here A is changing but B is 1, so we will write B. Here C is not changing but C is 0, so we will write C bar, but D is changing, we will not write it there. So what is left out? This one is left out again, this one is left out, so we will find out another chord by using this 4 values. So chord will be giving you the 2 variables again. So here again B remains the same. Okay, here in columns your now D remains the same but D is 0, so it is D bar plus. Again we are left out with 1, so this 1 will be forming up the chord. Very good. So we will find it as this. So in this chord your C bar as 0 and D is also 0, we will writing as C bar D bar. So now for finding out the expression for G, we'll be first finding out the octave. So there is a possibility of one octave. Very good. This octave will be giving me the what? One expression, that is A. Very good. So what we are left out with? this one, then this one can be formed out by forming the chord. Very good. So this chord is nothing but having how much variables? Yes, it will be giving you the 2 variables. So this 2 variables is nothing but what? Here your A is changing but your B remains the same, so we will be writing it as B. In this above column, here C is not changing but C is 0, so we will be writing as C bar. Now what we are left out with? This all 3 ones, so we can again form this as one chord. Very good. So this one chord will be giving as C and D. A and B is changing. Very good. So now C and D. What is C? C is 1, so we will write C. Simple. And D is 0, so we will write as D bar. So now this one is left out. We can form another chord. Very good. This another chord is formed by this expression, that is, again in these rows, in these columns, what is changing? Your A is changing. A is changing, yes, and B is 0, so it is B bar. And here it is C remains the same and D is changing, so it is simple C. So this is nothing but the overall expression what we have found out for each and every 7 segment displays segments.